What's up, guys? It's me, your boy SteveRandom here, and I apologize for my voice being a little bit, raspy. It's because I'm sick, and I just wanted to make a video, a little bit of a simple video today. And basically, I'm gonna be saying top 3 sexiest colognes, like of the sexiest colognes, meaning that they've got me the best reactions, they've had the best compliments, and they are most likely the best to get at this moment. Like, if you want to get a nice cologne that's gonna get you compliments, it's gonna guarantee you some numbers, it's gonna guarantee you some dates, these are the colognes they're gonna do that. These are the ones that have got me the best compliments, again, as I said, and also they're just ones that I use the most, just because, if you're buying a cologne for compliments, you want to just keep getting those, so you just keep using the same fragrances, and these just outweigh all the other colognes I have. And you probably, if you've seen my fragrance collection video, you can eliminate all those colognes except for these 3. But I do have 6 colognes here, just because there's 3 honorable mentions and there's 3 actual sexiest colognes. Let's get into it. Now, for my honorable mentions, these all are good sexy colognes, but they're not the top tier. They're there, and if you don't like the top 3 that I give, these are your options as well. So it's really just the top 6, but I mean, sometimes the top 3, sometimes the honorable mentions can get bad reactions, so that's why I've never haven't put them as a top 6 total. But the top 3 never got me bad reactions, always gets compliments, always, if I want to get a number and based on my smell, it would get me a number, and that's pretty much it. So let's get into the honorable mentions. Again, I apologize for my voice being, kind of deep sounding and weird, but it's, because I have a sore throat and also a runny nose. But I'm still recording for you guys just because I want you guys to, go back next week, because today is Saturday, the time I'm recording this, to go back starting the week, if you want to purchase any of these, get yourself, dates, girlfriends, or, just go enjoy your time with these colognes. Alright, so the first cologne I have is Ultra Male by Jean Paul Gaultier. This is an honorable mention just because sometimes it can be a little too sweet for some people. I remember one time I sprayed, which was kind of a bad idea, I sprayed 4 full sprays of this. So like, what I mean by full spray is that I held it down I sprayed my eye. Good thing I closed my eye right before that. It's reaction time. I sprayed my eye. But it's all good. It's not burning or anything, so, but it might appear red. But I mean, it's not, it's good. Don't worry, guys, it's my eyes are fine. But you should always adjust your sprayer. That's a lesson learned. But right now, what I mean by full spray is doing that all the way down. Sometimes when I spray this cologne, I spray it like that. That's a half spray. I like doing half sprays because it gives me half spray here equals 1 spray, half spray here, and a half spray in the back of my neck equals 2 sprays. So realistically, I only sprayed 2 sprays, but I got my whole, upper body with that. So that's some better way I like to spray with this one. But one time I sprayed 4 full sprays. So 1, 2, 3, 4 full sprays, not half sprays. So one time I used 4 full sprays, and somebody smelt it. I think it was a girl. Yeah, it was a girl. She smelt it and she was smelling me, and she was like, "Whoa, you smell way too strong." From then, I kind of adjusted my sprayings. I sprayed 2 sprays, and then I said that's too light, so I sprayed 2.5. It was still too light. So then I came up with the idea I should half spray, 4 parts, and that would give me 2 sprays. But it will get my whole body with just two sprays if you do the math. But Ultra Mild has gotten me one bad reaction, but it's still a very nice, attractive cologne, and can also be used. Females can even use this because it's like sweet and it works well. It has that peary sweetness, and it smells a little bit like candy, so you know it works well. But if you don't like sweet colognes, I wouldn't recommend that. That's like one that's really just for the guys who like the sweet colognes, and also if the girl likes a sweet cologne. Next up, I have Creed Aventus. Now you're wondering why is Creed Aventus an honorable mention and not a top 3 cologne. Creed Aventus, just because it has that slightly musky vibe. Some girls don't like that muskiness. They don't like that, you know, kind of aggressiveness. I mean, the newer batches, if you guys don't know about Creed batches, I'll make a video about that, but just comment below if you want to see Creed Aventus batch, different like variations. But Creed Aventus, this batch in particular, the newest one, has a more fruity vibe, more fruits, less musky. But overall, Creed it gets musky as it dries down. So a lot of girls like the dry down, but it smells a little bit too strong when it's first sprayed on. So when you first spray on Creed, it smells a little bit too strong. So then you're like not getting the best reactions when you first spray it on. But obviously the dry down, a lot of girls like. That's really when this cologne shines and it attracts a lot of females. But Creed Aventus, I didn't make the top 3 just because of its price range. You know, not everyone's going to be able to buy Creed Aventus, but it smells very nice. It smells very sophisticated and unique, but it's just not worth everybody. Like, it's not worth it to everybody, you know. For me personally, I use Club de Nuit Intense Man by Armaf. I'll put a picture of it right here. That one I use more, you know, than I use the sample. I'm fine with that. Unless I save up and I actually really want this, I would get it, but I don't really want it at the moment. So Creed Aventus price is too much, so that's why it's my honorable mention. But aside from the price, the smell is very good. Next up I have, and this will kill a lot of my viewers, my fragrance fanatics. This one right here is gonna, you know, be very like surprised that people are gonna be very surprised when I put this as an honorable mention. But the reason why it's an honorable mention is because of the longevity. I'm clearing that out the way. The longevity, I've realized, is a little bit weak. I used to like it. I used to say the longevity is average to good, but now I'm seeing the longevity is a little bit weak. This is La Nuit de l'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. La Nuit de l'Homme is a really, really, really sexy cologne. It's like very romantic, very good for dates. The thing is though, the longevity, it's not the best. And with the longevity not being the best, you know, you're not gonna get the best reactions. And maybe you might not even get any reactions unless a girl is like this close to you or something, or like this close. But the smell I really like, and don't get me wrong, I love the smell. I absolutely, you know, would love a vintage of this, but it's not gonna happen because right now it's reformulated. Unless you do have the vintage, I would not recommend this unless you smelt this before and you really like it. I've smelt this before, that's why I got it. I really like it, and that's why I got this. But aside from, you know, the smell of it, the longevity plays a big part in the cologne's lifetime, like life, since you spray it on and since it goes away. It plays a big part because if you're on a date on something, or if you're in a party, some girls might not smell this. You know, you expect it to be good longevity, but you know, some people might not smell it, so it won't perform as well. Yeah, but apart from the longevity, absolutely love this cologne. Absolutely love it. Alright, now going into my top 3. My top 3, these are not gonna, you're not gonna go wrong with any of these colognes, but I'll pre-warn you guys that there is one sweet cologne here, so if you don't like sweetness, again, I wouldn't recommend getting this one that I'm about to say. And the other 2 are pretty popular, and one is discontinued, so I would recommend getting the original of it, but I'll show you guys now. My top 3, my number 3 is Versace Eros. Now this one you can't go wrong with, you know. Versace Eros, you can't go wrong with. And I keep saying Eros, but I feel like it's Eros, so I'm gonna say Eros from now. But Versace Eros it's a great smelling cologne. The dry down on this is terrific, and the one thing about it that is not terrific is it's pretty sweet. So if you don't like sweet colognes, don't get this one. But if you do like sweet colognes and you do like going to the club and you do like reactions and you know the girls around you like sweet colognes, then get this one. Because this one, aside from, you know, it being sweet, very sweet actually, it's not gonna do very well. But Versace Eros, good longevity, good projection, good smell, good for the clubs, and good for compliments. This one has not got me a bad reaction. Aside from, you know, getting me compliments, it has got me a lot of compliments since I got it, and wow, some compliments were a little bit, you know, not PG. I would recommend it, but if you don't like sweet colognes, again, I wouldn't recommend getting it. But apart from that, it's a terrific cologne, and that's my top 3, and that's my number 3. I'm losing a little bit of my, you know, talk because I'm so sick, but anyway. And now for my number 2. My number 2 is one that's discontinued, so I'd recommend the original. This is Invictus Aqua by Paco Rabanne. Invictus Aqua is, you know, it's a little bit of a love or hate. You know, some girls really love it, and most girls really love it, but some girls think it's a little bit too. I mean, Invictus Aqua is lemony sweetness, but Invictus, which you're gonna probably get unless you have this one, because this one's discontinued, Invictus is a little bit, you know, too sweet for some girls. But apart from it being too sweet, a lot of girls love it. A lot of compliments you're gonna get, and a lot of dates you're gonna get. This one, it's the same thing, but this one has more citrus, so this one is a little bit more less of a hate. It's very loved, but less hated. And apart from, you know, it being good longevity, very good longevity for a citrusy cologne, it's terrific at, you know, daytime, summertime, springtime. So currently right now it's not the best time, but apart from winter and fall, summer and spring, this thing is a monster. It's a great cologne. I haven't used it since, you know, like a month ago, because it's been getting cold, but this one is terrific when it's you know, slightly warm, and even in the hot summer time, it's very good. That's my number 2. And my number 1, if you haven't guessed it already, the bottle kind of looks like the color of this jacket, or I could say the hoodie. This hoodie looks like the bottle, and this is Dior Sauvage. Dior Sauvage is the most hyped cologne, and it is one of the best colognes, and is one of the colognes that has not gotten me any bad reactions, you know, apart from the ones I've said. The top 3 have not gotten me any bad reactions, and this one, even if I compare it to one of the best colognes that you guys might think, this one outbeats them. And it's just, this is like a magic potion, honestly. I don't know what it is with this cologne, but a lot of guys say it smells very synthetic and very basic, but when you put it to a girl, it's like, whew, the best smelling cologne ever. And it's just, I don't know, it makes wonders, it works wonders, and it just smells terrific to me. To some guys, no, it doesn't smell good, but to girls, you got a nice number there. You're gonna get a number, like, guaranteed with this one, and you're gonna get compliments with this one, guaranteed. You know, it's one that some guys only get just because it will get a girl's compliment. It will get compliments from the girls, it will get numbers from the girls, it will get dates, you know, but the guy himself doesn't like it. That's why I feel like this cologne does. This cologne's kind of like the king, you know. It's a king because it kind of is forcing you to get it. But if you don't like it yourself, if you're a guy and you don't like this cologne, you're forced to get it because it's like the best cologne out there, you know. It lasts a good amount of time. It lasts from like 7 to 8 hours. It smells terrific. Girls love it, absolutely love it, and it will get you compliments, guaranteed, you know, at least one. For me, it's got me, at least every time I wear it, it's got me a compliment. So I've worn more than half the bottle. I'm close like to a quarter of the end now, so I've worn like 3/4 of this bottle, And imagine every time I wear this, it gets me a compliment. Like almost every time, not every time, because if it was every time, then I would like quit doing fragrances and I would just say Dior Sauvage every day, all day, anytime, you know. But I'm not, because this hasn't gotten me everyday compliments, but at least 90% of the time I wear this, it's gotten me compliments. So that was Dior Sauvage, the winner, the top sexiest cologne. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, click the like button below. Subscribe for more videos. I might not post a video tomorrow because I'm feeling very sick. As you can tell, I cut out the parts where I had to wipe my nose. So, but I wiped my nose at least 5 times in this video. But obviously I cut it out, you know, to make the video more presentable and more kind of less gross. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Peace.